What's up, peeps? Mike Vapes here.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
A safe vaccine that eradicates the virus. The China plague is what it is. And quickly ends the pandemic. Normal life, which is what we want. We just want normal life. Next year, we will be the greatest economic power. We are going to be stronger than we've ever been before, and you see that all happening. Next year will be the best economic year in our country's history, and last year was. And then we were interrupted. We'll make America great again.
Evening all. What the hell is that then? Right, where's my stuff? Where's it gone? We have alcohol, we have mods and shit, we have a camera which is out of focus, which we'll have to fix. Thank you, Logicam. Anyway, hopefully we will see holster. I'm not sure where he's in chat. I can't see chat. Where's my windows? I got like 4 windows open. Bambi Best, good to see you. I haven't seen you for a little while. Yeah. I'm just making sure I got everything. Everything I need and don't need and yeah. So we have Nest ready to build. I've got my Nest coil build there ready to put back in after I've tried the mesh and stuff. Good stuff. It's always a bit of a pain. Now, where be holster? Oh, hi David Fisher. Yeah, good to see you. And anybody else who's wandering in? Just playing with my soundboard. Always a good fun. Yeah. Some interesting stuff on that list. Get rid of this now. If I can find it on this. Bang. There we go. Only 7 seconds away. How is everybody? Good to see you all. Yeah. Now I'll just go see where the holster is about. Today is going to be a very wet evening. It's very, very wet, actually. Yeah, because I haven't had a good drink for a little while, as was pointed out and noted last week. So, definitely gonna have a couple this evening. Holster should be it. Get some beer in, yeah. And why not? So, what have I had this week? I haven't bought anything for quite a while. So, I treated myself to this. So there is the Nest. Looks pretty nice. I've changed the drip tip. Really didn't like the drip tip, but drip tip's a preference. And if you like a certain drip tip, you probably got one that you like that you interchange, which is what I do. I really didn't like the one that it came with. I think it's here somewhere. I think I might have thrown it. No, I wouldn't have thrown it. It's got to be here somewhere. Yeah, so it came with a bag of goodies and some cotton and some other bits and bobs, and I'm like, what have I done with that now? So yeah, it's come with these. One there, 2. And there's another 1, 2. So it comes with 4 of those. So we have 2 stainless steel, a nichrome, and a cancel. So yeah, it comes with 2 stainless steel, so we'll build with the stainless steel in a bit. And I'm not going to use the strip cotton because I want to use it with something nicer. Oh, rain has been a nightmare. It's supposed to be raining until next Tuesday. Joy, just what we need. So yeah, I'm not going to use this cotton. It does look like just a pad of Muji. Pretty much is. Some thin strips as well. I'm not going to use them. I'm going to use this Fiber Freaks original. So don't know if you've seen it before. It is cotton and cellulose fiber. Very clean taste. It's a very clean taste. Can be stretched and played with in all sorts of ways. So I have got a build in here. I've got a circular build, standard. I say standard. It's not a standard coil. It's a coil rather than one of these bits of metal. But yeah, I've got that in here at the moment, and I have a cellulose fiber outer. Haven't rebuilt the middle coil yet. Haven't needed to. And yeah, I kind of upped the power on this to 70 watts, which can bite me in the backside a couple of times. 55.5. There we are. Alright, so who was about this evening? Anybody? Where is Chris? I just want to know where he is, so we'll get him on as soon as we can. Yeah, because yeah, I've pretty much had enough of this shit, you know. Could be worse, but could be better, you know. Weather is crap, but the election is entertaining. Watching this America, the elections in America, good gosh, it's started already. Yeah, the elections in America and all the stuff that's happening. Oh my gosh. It's just a case of when do they pull out this Democratic candidate, because all this shady stuff his son does. Yeah, the evil of two lessers. Yeah, but it always makes for some good fun, doesn't it, you know? Yeah, these two stupid Americans. Yeah. Well, one of them's got to get in, unfortunately. You know, it's different. It's, you know, you can't compare it to our politics over the side of the pond, because we got quite a lot of fringe parties, and we have got the Lib Dems. Every now and then they become, I say every now and then, they become a viable option. Or they can throw some bit of power about, you know, whether they have a coalition or what. But it's been a bit pathetic of a year for the last couple of years. I don't know. Where should we vote next? Oh, yeah, I like the speeches though. He is quite dynamic, Trump. He doesn't pull any punches. and Biden just doesn't seem to know what he's doing. Where he's doing it, he doesn't seem to know what day it is half the time, and he even called Trump George in an interview. Oh my gosh, shouldn't be in there. Shouldn't be in the running. But hey, it happens. So, who is out there this evening? Who is, just chilling? I have a little bit of music in the background. Yeah, that's a joke, innit? Let's be honest. Some of these fringe parties. I can't say. Well, I can't say I haven't voted for the fringe parties. It gives them hope, doesn't it? But there's so many politicians that you just think, why? Why do you even do that? Well, that's the thing, see, when you've got hair like that, Holst. Yeah, you got to keep it shaved, haven't you, I suppose? Yeah, and well, for I'm gonna say for Holster's joke, it's gotta be a definitely one of those. But no, I have been using this, but mainly for the last week I've been using this. Yes, it's a good old recurve, a single coil on the, oh my gosh, all exotic, oh my gosh, just do my head in. It'll count to me. This is Modus Lustro. That's the one, the Lustro. I will get that eventually. You think that's the way it is, eh? Is that the reason? So, host, I hope you are fueled up and ready for this evening. No, but it makes you wonder who's going to get in over that side. Whether Sleepy Joe, as he's called, whether Sleepy Joe will get in, or whether the American population will ignore all the scandal that's going on just to get a Democrat back in. Because at the moment, the way things are with the Republicans in power, with the president there, with a majority in the Senate, and also now with a majority on say majority on the Supreme Court. They can kind of pretty much do whatever they want. Good stuff. Of course there is. Knock him down. Oh, just say it's an emergency. You need an emergency beer. There's always time for an emergency beer. So, yeah, my sound is not all the way up. I think that's because I was looking at recording stuff yesterday. Last Sunday. Sarah did a Sunday sing-along. If you check my Facebook out, I probably shared it somewhere. And what she does to cheer people up. So yeah, this week I have been on... Where does it go? I've been on a lot of cams. Let me move these cams out of the way. I have been on this. This is the original grape. Original grappa. Very, very nice, quite chilly. It's not the frozen version. It's still quite chilled though. I'm trying to see where the hell the other bottle I had that I've been using all week has gone. Heck. It's just disappeared. It literally has disappeared from zero. It's not a problem. I'll just carry on cracking with this. I had a black currant and it was nice version. It was quite nice. Black currant menthol, which has now disappeared. Could have gone anywhere. Okay, I'll find it later. It's not left the house, so I know it's here somewhere. And Josie Vapes. A bit sweet as a chocolate milkshake with a hint of Oreo. No. This week I've had a couple of older juices. This is one of them. Fuji Paradise. This is an apple and Fuji pear, and bit chemically. Been on the shock again. Nice bright flavour. Being hit in this hard. Half a bottle left. White Squad smashed apple pie. And the grapple. The grape and apple. Found this, but decided not to try it because I'm not a fan of watermelon. The Biscuit Man, a Biscoff. Sniffed it, didn't like the idea of it. Doesn't sound that nice, didn't smell that nice either, so I give that a wide berth. Like I said, I've been hitting the grape quite hard. just love to know where the hell I put it. Squeaky chair time. And yeah, they'll be on this as well. This is strawberries and cream. I've got a 250ml bottle here, which I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with. Saying that, I did find this bottle of concentrate, so it's quite tempting to make a bottle up there. I don't know. Excuse me. But yeah, I've been doing this all day. I've been hitting this cool grape blackout all day. I just need a little bit of a change. I did try some of the other flavours I had last week. If you remember, I put an order in for that. I think it was Red. Is it Red Box or something? They came. Can't say I would buy them again. The flavours I had were kind of crap. Gotta say, even though there was free shipping, it was still crap juice. Hey Sloan, good to see you. Sloan, if you see my bottle of juice, where did I put it? How do I stop this chair from creaking? I've knocked it out of the way somewhere. Frustrating. Yeah. You've been in the other room, don't tell me. Look who it is, it's Gary F. Sloan, Telly man. Well, there's probably been worse rumours anyway. Okay, so what shall I do first? Shall I bring Holster on? Or shall I start this build? I think you probably get bored watching me build. So let's pull him on. And if he wants to have an early one, then he can have an early one. I'm just so annoyed I can't find this bloody bottle. it's not even. No, it's too small to fit under. Too small to fit under there. Go and get a beer. You need some alcohol in. Let's call holster in. If I can find it. Okay, so let's have a look, see where we are. Oh, that's very odd. Good evening.
Evening.
Now I think your sound is up, okay?
Can you hear me okay?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, forget about the rest of them. They're probably not listening anyway. They're just getting drunk. So what do you want? I am on a Magners. Just a little glass.
Just a small guy. Well, I've thought about getting a wine glass like that. If the wife starts clamping down,
Yeah,
saying I could only have one glass a night, I'm going to go for one of those.
You've seen the ones that hold like 75 centilitres.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the one bottle.
It's Mr. November. Yeah.
Mr. Movember.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, you've had one of those things.
I've had a trim, yeah.
I still got my badge. It's the way it is. I don't know why it's like this side is like white with this black stripe, and on the other side is like black with this white spot. Just doesn't, spots and stripes doesn't seem to realise what it wants to do. It doesn't want to make its mind up. Hey, yeah, Stuart, good to see you.
Yes.
And the less said about the top, the better.
Well, yes. Mine's waved goodbye. Yeah. I had a polish this week.
Yeah, so anything new this week have you bought?
No, I do have a question actually, and this is one I know we've got the Sloan Ranger on. Now, I got quite into buying those Boss shots from Flavor Boss.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking for something new. You know, after waiting 4 weeks for that strawberries and cream one, and it hasn't really got me.
Which one was that now? Which strawberries and cream? Because
1 second.
as he wanders off. I have no idea where my thing has gone. That's going to really bug me. I'm going to be looking for that all evening.
This one.
Ah, Mother's Milk.
Mother's Milk.
Okay.
You know, I think whoever was saying, I was just looking there on the Doozy shop, who was mentioning about the, was it chocolate cream or something? Chocolate milkshake with a hint of Oreo. Cool.
Got you thinking, did it?
Pardon? Well, no, it's just looking at a different flavour. So I was looking at Boss shops, and it's like, oh, I've tried that one. That was boring. Oh, I've tried that one. No, pink lemonade. Oh, they make me cough. And it was just trying to get something that's a bit different. In fact, I went back to Heisenberg today, Yes, I was just bored of that. Wasn't impressed with that mother's milk.
Bored of Heisenberg? You could always go back to
No,
Red Eric.
I went back to Heisenberg.
Oh, you could always go back to go to Red Eric again.
I've got that in one over there as well. I have been looking for a nice cherry. Has anyone got a cherry recommendation?
Cherry recommended. You're gonna get people are gonna lynch each other now. You're gonna cause a riot in the chat.
A riot?
Yeah, because there's very few decent cherries out there, and I wouldn't think of anything that I can think of that really really stands out as a decent cherry.
Yeah, is this? Oops. As this one was a bit.
That's yeah, but the thing is with that, you get the menthol covers the cherry up, a little bit. Things like that are not too bad because you've always got some of the aftertastes that are covered up by being so cool, and it kind of takes your focus off it. When you say, "Oh, I want to find a decent cherry juice," then no.
Yeah, there was one cherry. I don't know if is it Riot Squad or there was one that was like quite a well-known brand, and I was like, when I was still buying the 10-liter bottles, 10 milliliter bottles, and then I obviously threw the bottle out, and I can't remember. I must have tried about 10 different cherries.
Was it the cherry that you had on eBay? You had 10 ml bottles.
It could have been,
at the very start.
Yes, it could have been those. Juice Cabin cherry.
There's a thought.
Cherry Cola, Cherry Bakewell.
Oh, Cherry Bakewell.
Cherry Berry.
I used to like a Cherry Bakewell vape. I don't know where my concentrates went though. I think I had my Cherry Bakewell concentrate off eBay. It was quite good actually.
Power is and sour cherry. Where's that one? Who knocks that one out? Or is Juice and Power the company?
Oh yeah, Juice and Power that make this. They do a sour cherry. But I wasn't really overly. Didn't really fancy it myself that much. It's pretty good.
On Vape UK. A Middle East sour cherry.
Middle East.
Yeah, I searched there for Asian, and it comes up with Middle East sour cherry. So that was one. The other thing I was saying was, alternatives to Flavor Boss for Boss shots. Those kind of.
Well, you've got Flavor Boss. You've got Drip Hacks.
Drip Hacks.
Yeah, Dark Star.
I think I've got Dark Star open at the moment. E-Liquid Specialist.
Chef's Flavors. Yeah, Chef's Flavors do all individual flavors, plus they do some concentrates from certain companies.
I could think they had single shots. I've got that open as well at the same time. But I like the ease and convenience of those, the 250, 500s that Flavor Boss do. It's quite a good idea.
Yeah, Flavor Boss, but Dark Star and Drip Hacks tend to be the ones that will pull the concentrate in a big bottle and you just top it up.
And there was one that, funny enough, Bogdan's just mentioned it. I'd never heard of it 15 minutes ago, but I checked on Reddit and somebody suggested Nom Noms.
Nom Noms juice has been going for years. I know that chefs do the concentrates. I'm not quite sure. My experience of Nom Noms has not been good. This was back when I was buying. I bought one or two of their bottles of pre-made juice. This was way back. I wasn't a fan. In fact, thinking back to it, it was quite disgusting. But things might have changed.
It might have been Bath Made Vape back then.
It wasn't good. One thing I just remember, it wasn't good.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I'd never heard of them, but I've got that site open. Okay, so because they're the Dark Star, I can see like one shots. But then again, I have to go and buy some bottles as well. The Relentless Purple Monster. Guava and juicy fruits.
Well, they sound pretty nice. But, do they live up to their names? Like,
Yeah, they're just there, liquid flavor concentrate. I don't. Oh, that ELFC. Yes. How do you use those? 20% off flavor shots.
I don't think I've used them.
Hack
I've used
shots.
the other one is Decadent Vapors as well.
Yes, you've got.
Decadent Vapors is in Wales, I think.
Oh.
Or Chefs.
So you all shut down yet in Wales?
Oh, not good. Not good at all.
Diluent.
Decadent Vapors, yeah, in Swansea. Pentligay. Bear with me a sec.
Okay. Oh, so they're selling. Yeah.
Yeah, if you Google Crystal Blue is their favourite of the week. Isn't that somebody say to buy that?
Yes, somebody had suggested that one before.
Well, Crystal Blue is 25% off or something. What did I just see? Crystal Blue, 25% off. Premix, short fill, and concentrates.
Flavor of the week.
Flavour of the week.
Is Crystal Blue a Heisenberg?
Crystal Blue concentrates.
10 mil.
Forest fruits, grape, twist of anise. So yeah, it's that kind of flavour. Although,
but that's not a concentrate. Oh, that's a concentrate.
You can buy it in different sizes. Concentrates, 10 mil, 60 mil, or 100 mil.
Okay, I'll have a look at. Oh, there's 100 mil. Probably best not to go for 100.
Well, 100 mil concentrate. 100 mil concentrate is £21.
Yeah, but I think I've got a few bottles of other Heisenberg knockoffs that I haven't particularly liked.
No, so I mean, a 10 mil bottle is £2.21. Whether you can.
I'll have a look at that.
Or whether you go in the middle and buy a 60 mil for £11.44. But Decadent Vapors have been going for years, so it's not likely that they'll just make a flavour and just throw it out.
Yeah, no, that's blueberry jam Welsh cake. Look at that.
Hey, I've got some of that, mind. I got some Welsh cake. What else they got? Welsh pipe tobacco.
Yeah.
It makes you hack quite a lot out, like, or get all the double L's out there. Yeah, hardware, DIY, concentrates. I haven't really looked at them. They do bottles and stuff as well. Their absinthe is spot on. If you wanted to turn any of your like fruity flavoured juices into a Heisenberg-esque spin-offs, that absinthe is killer.
Welsh pipe. Okay, now that gives me something to look at, but I haven't bought anything yet.
And they've got a juice called Cherrylicious.
A Cherrylicious.
Cherrylicious. So, yeah, 10 mil of that. £2.95. Or £15 for a 60 mil.
Yeah, mix one of those and mix. Maybe there's a menthol in there as well. Oh, frostbite.
That's interesting thought, man. You could always get a 10ml bottle of this Cherrylicious and mix it with a 10ml bottle of the Crystal-y Duda.
Add a few drops of our icicle drops. We would suggest starting with 3 drops per 10ml. There you go. That's an interesting idea. I guess it's a bottle of Coolada.
Yeah.
So what have you got what's new with you this week? I've wondered if my order from Not So Fast Tech will ever arrive.
But it hasn't. No, I've only think I've bought. I haven't bought anything for a couple of weeks now. So I went for this. So this is the Nest. And basically it's a little bit of innovation on it with the way it's set up. And at the moment I've got here. You can see there.
I must have ordered since then.
So I've got a normal coil in this thing. Basically, you have a tool like that, and you get your mesh, and you dry fire it. You put it into it. You wrap it around this to push it down. And then you pack the outside with cotton. Now, I haven't done that on this. What I've done is build. I build a coil like that because I was desperate to play about with standard coils in it rather than the mesh.
Oh, look at that! So it said, I did wonder where my Fast Tech. It said it was delivered on the 2nd of October. I've never received it.
Delivered where? They put it in your garden?
Yeah. I wonder what day the 2nd.
Is this where you shout, darling, where have you seen my order?
Yeah, that's interesting. That I never received it.
That is a mystery.
I did wonder that it'd been 6 weeks.
Yeah, they normally quite slow, but not quite that slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, is there a tracking number?
Yes, and that's it. I can click on the tracking number and it says it's delivered.
I'll get onto that one.
Who do I contact?
I would contact the Royal Mail or whoever the courier is.
China Post.
Oh, China Post, okay. Well, they would give you you would still have a number for Royal Mail. So, yeah, so basically you've got the tube to wrap it round. And then you've got that.
Okay, what is that? Oh, that's your mesh.
Yeah. So you've got the mesh that's wrapped around the middle. And obviously when you let go of it, it goes kapow and springs back. It kind of has some of the shape. So what you probably do is warm it up in the fire. What do they call it? Not fire. Warm it up in the fire. You probably warm it up with some heat and get it the right shape. I'm just going to wrap it around this a little bit. not the best. But yeah, I tend not to use mesh in rebuildables because I think the last time I used mesh was as a wick rather than what do they call it? As a wick. Now I've lost all my windows and shit now as well. Where's that gone? There we go. The galaxies. Yeah, galaxies is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Fly galaxies. So let's have a look at this. So you haven't bought anything for a little while then?
No, I've been waiting for those to come actually for a while.
I does suck a bit, mine, don't I?
Yeah, I thought it was strange. But hey ho.
So yeah, this is what this looks like. If I can manage to zoom in. If I choose the right camera, I can zoom in. Why is it only goes down so far? Okay. So on this nest, right, you've got here's the positive and negative on the side.
Mm-hmm. I was just sending a message to Fastech.
Yeah, you got positive and negative on the side, and they go either side of the coil. So to get this out, because I've got my own coil in there, let's just get it all out. So there's.
Oh my gosh! I wish I hadn't looked for what a frosted gear was.
What? So there's my coil that I had in there, which I'm just gonna take out. Lovely coil I made out. It's very old school build there. And then you've got all the material pack in it with the juice in. So that comes out. It's definitely not an easy, it's definitely not a build for newbies. And then this is the little cage inside the nest. So this is what you build in, and then you drop it into the hole in the middle once it's built. Two wires go off to you, and then away you go.
Chris, once again, what is that you're building on?
So the nest.
This is the nest.
The nest.
Jesus Christ Almighty! That's hardcore.
It is. It's just a different way of doing things. You don't. It's definitely not a newbie build. It's not beyond intermediate, but to be honest, it isn't something I would suggest for somebody who's new to building stuff. You know, if you're the kind of person who gets positive and negative posts mixed up,
Who would get something like that? Such a
I would. It would be a no probably. Anyway, we have this here. So what we do is we wrap it with some of this. We'll see how much now. So there we are. And because I've left it a bit low, I will trim off some of that. Put the nest over the top. And there's the nest. Middle bit, and there's the two wires there. You see the wires?
Yep.
So we'll fold these fold over. So they're kind of like that. I don't know why they just all of a sudden sprung across like that. That was weird. That is really weird. I've got to say, I've got to almost stop and take a breath on this, because as soon as I took that centre bit out, they sprung. That kind of sucked a bit. Let's undo that.
Dear me, a bit of a faff. Oh.
Yeah, I think maybe it just needs to stay in there until... Yeah, because when that went over there, you couldn't tell which of these was pointing the right way or whether they'd overlapped. And actually, they had. That would have been a short trip. A short trip on the short bus there. I take it you're not liking this, eh?
What? No.
What a pavlova.
Not for me.
No. You know, I didn't think I had as much faff putting in my standard coil the other day. Okay. Okay. mixed in there. This is not because I've had a couple of drinks. This is right. Anyway, let's put this in. Now I've come off camera by here to do this, just so I can see it a little bit better. Okay, I'm there, I think. So, there's the centre bit. There's the mesh. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to pack it with this cellulose fibre. I'm not going to put it in any particular way, other than I'm shredding it, so I can tuck it in. So all it does is retain the liquid.
I'm not saying it's long, Mr. Chunkmeister, but my Fastech order has arrived. Why are you building this?
Ah, yeah. It's well, let's see what the results are like, because best things come to those who wait.
You see, Guinness now is doing an alcohol-free version.
Are they?
Yeah, that's what they announced this week.
That's a bit of a... I bet that would be a bit of a faff.
Yeah. And I don't know if you know, but After Eights are now doing a gin and tonic flavoured After Eight.
Gin and tonic After Eight?
Yeah.
After... Is that... What's it going to be called? After whenever? Okay, so... I'm just going to...
Yeah, orange Toblerones, yeah. I saw they had three. There was a strawberry, I think, one as well. Strawberry and mint. Oh, where's my security camera just gone off?
Somebody's nicked it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we are. We are built.
Just 1 second.
Just wait for him to shout, "Oi!" Okay, so let's get some Riot Squad smashed apple pie in here. It should soak in quite nicely. And cellulose fibre does take a stupid amount of liquid. Absolutely stupid amount of liquid. I'm good to see you. Sorry, I haven't been keeping up with chat. Good to see everybody's in there. I haven't been ignoring you. I've just been concentrating. So yeah, there's a lot of juice in this thing. .21, .22. Who let the dogs out?
Jesus, so I've come back, and I thought you would have at least.
No, I'm juiced up, ready to put the cap back on you.
I hope that's kidding. That there's not really an alcohol-free Stella. Oh, look at that Stella Artois alcohol-free lager. Well, I never.
So what would the point of that be?
All of the flavour, but none of the violence.
Oh, dear. Let me undo that one. All of the flavour, none of the beating. Okay, so this is 0.22, 55 watts.
Reassuringly aggressive.
Okay. Let's see if I can close the airflow off a little bit.
Beck's Blue is quite nice, actually.
I haven't turned my camera over. Okay, so that's that. Well, so I turn on its side and it leaks like a bugger. I guess there's only so much you can hold, liquid-wise. Flavour is really good, though. I've got to say, the flavour's good. Maybe the cellulose is too porous for the inner wraps. It shouldn't really be. That shouldn't be an issue. I was supposed to do a review of this week. I was going to do. I think I'm going to need to play with it a bit more before I do a proper review. Yeah, it's not bad flavour. It's a bit strange though, some of the flavours I'm getting from it, not quite. A good coffee vape. I used to like, there was one by a company called 24K. They did like a cappuccino, an espresso. Is a company something called? Oh my god! It's like Holy Juice. Then the company was called a French company, I think. Yeah, give him a look at. Just go online now and look for 24K Holy Juice. Imran has some, I think, left. If you contact Vape Nation Cardiff, they think he's got some of the 24K left there. I bought mine at Expo. I very rarely go out on a limb and buy juice at an Expo, but I tried this coffee and it was like, oh, I need some of that.
Tasty coffee, hazelnut supreme.
What's that?
You're on about vapes, but I did get the Costa Coffee gingerbread latte that came out recently.
Was it any good?
It's not bad.
I thought he'd be more of a pumpkin spice basic bitch kind of person.
Yeah.
Especially this time of year. Yeah, I do wonder how many people are going to be doing the rounds for the pumpkin stuff this year.
What's that?
Are you going to be a pumpkineering?
Nope.
I see you got
mine ready to carve.
You're going to carve your COVID catcher there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was from Oldie or Little, the Munster pumpkins. Jesus Christ.
So, what do you normally like filling it in with?
Pardon?
What do you normally fill the hole in with? After you've hacked it all the inside out, and what do you normally stuff it with?
Absolutely, carve a turnip. Yeah.
How many?
Yeah.
Do you use? Do you use 4 candles?
4 candles.
4 candles.
Well, funnily enough, I was testing over the weekend my flaming pumpkin.
Let's do. Flaming pumpkins sounds like a cocktail. Sounds like someone with sambuca in it. Wow.
So we're trying flaming pumpkins.
So how do they go like?
Well, do you know you were just talking there about the pumpkin spice latte. It does make everywhere smell like pumpkin spice latte. But yeah, that's you soak a toilet roll. Fortunately, there's no shortage of toilet rolls this week, and with some lamp oil, and you get a real nice effect.
Okay. So how long does it burn for?
I think it's about 35-40 minutes where there are still flames coming off it.
So in the middle of the tube of the toilet roll,
yeah.
Can you like stick a couple of fireworks in there for that go off randomly?
Well, could do that as well, but I thought, hey, that's quite a good idea actually. See if we can do some exploding pumpkins. Yeah. Oh, look at that! I didn't realise what the wife's been out buying right in front of me. Ooh.
Yeah. No, get that bag. Get the bag back. No, you see what it says on that bag?
It says 14.
Yeah. But it's the other part that concerns me. It's the other 2 words on it.
Fun size.
Yeah. How could it be fun size when they shrunk it down? Okay, fun size would be like tripling the size of it, like making it that big. Then it would be fun.
I'm sure you've been called fun size before.
I prefer it bigger, you know.
If I could do that sound.
Which one?
Who can say where the road goes, where the
Is it that one? Is it Enya?
But I can't hear it yet.
I know the size you've heard before. I know the sound you've heard before. Definitely.
Yes.
But
Yes. Yeah, I find the share size. It does say sharing pack on the Haribo as well, and they're definitely not sharing size.
who wants to share?
Absolutely.
Especially when they're that small.
I say, Gary, you missed Chunks. I think he's got a new soundboard toy or something today.
Sunboard tie?
Come on, play some sounds, Chris.
What, yeah.
Do Rolos still exist? I haven't seen Rolos in years.
Rolos? No. I haven't. I think I gave my last one away.
Yeah. Come on, where's your sounds? I
Why
want
you
your
being a
soundboard.
dickhead for? Stop being a dickhead.
But there are Malteser biscuits now, but they're quite nice.
Yeah, definitely. Because you would be careless with your whisper.
Don't be careless. You've got to be careful where you put it.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful with your whisper. You might not eat it.
Mm. You're right. Oh, I'm not on live. That's probably why I'm about 5 minutes behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So what's new then? I was just looking there. There's Surfsville.
What's new?
Someone banned Chunk. Yeah. Come on, Tetley. You were good last week or the other week with the hammer. Put him on the naughty step.
Bit of Ferris Bueller. It's been quite quiet today.
Who has? Tetley?
No, the channel.
Who? Say I'm no longer live again. Who's that? So what's coming up then in the vaping world? Anything? Are there any new toys about to come out?
Well, I bought this because it was something different. Initial reaction is I'd rather try and play about with coils rather than the mesh. The flavour's a bit strange on it, but I'm gonna have to have a good play on it. There's like, I know what this apple pie is supposed to taste like, right? And there's something else in there, and I don't know where it's coming from. It's an odd one. No point in having a shed if I don't use it.
I know the problem, Chunk.
Let me just change over to the shed cam. Bear with me a sec. Yeah, you deserved that. No, I was gonna get the shed tonight, but it's been tipping down all day. I needed to get some stuff out of the one shed to put into the other, but because it's been tipping down all day, I had no chance in doing it. Absolutely no chance.
It's a bit cold, isn't it, to be out in the shed?
It's not too bad when I got the heater on. It is quite warm once I've got the heater on. Once I've got the computer running, and yeah, it can be quite toasty.
I know tonight was the first time we had put the heating on.
Oh, we've had the heating on for about a month on sort of low, just to get the water going round like. Oh, well, the heater in Wales is like using a boiler and stuff. It's not a big pile of wood and sticks like where you are. So
Yeah.
Open fire, I think you call it, don't they?
Open fire. Yeah. If only. I know we went to B&Q at the weekend, and we were looking at those LCD fireplaces.
As long as they put the heat out, who cares?
Yeah.
Although come winter, every winter I get the large telly and I put it in front of the fireplace, stick a fire screensaver on it. Psychologically, it does the business.
Yeah, I think we've had that conversation, putting on the fire videos.
And the other thing is, if a little one goes towards it and starts putting her hands over it, I shout at her as much as I would if it was a real fire in case she breaks it. So, you know.
Yes. Yeah, so I have been using there for about a month putting the heating. I have been proper dad saying, put a bloody jumper on.
Yeah, extra layer. That's what you need. Yeah, until you got like 16 layers on, and you can't move because you're like this.
So yeah, but tonight was the first time, and the kids were saying it's only because I was feeling cold that I put the heating on.
Do they feel the cold? Do they feel the cold as much? Because obviously, coming from over there sweltering.
Yeah, it's funny. The youngest one, she's never liked the heat. She's always suffered with the heat, and it's strange spending the first 7 years of her life in a hot country. But always suffered. Always had heat rashes and things like that. But the elder one, yeah, she. In fact, they've all said it's quite weird. The heat is different here.
It's not like humid, like when I've gone to Gran Canaria. That the heat has been there, but yes, it's just sort of it doesn't take your breath away, like, you know.
Yeah.
But here it's just like just bombing down on us again. It just doesn't happen that often, though, does it? Let's be honest.
No, I think you were just saying that I thought Wales was going. Man was saying there about France and Germany are going into national lockdown. I thought Wales already was in lockdown.
Wales are in lockdown for 2 weeks, and that is just it. 2 weeks. And he said that we'll see how it goes, and if we still got a problem at Christmas, then we're going to go into lockdown again for another 2 weeks, Christmas, New Year, or something like that. So
lockdown means all the pubs are closed.
Means everything other than essential supermarkets, essential services like food shops and, you know, the likes. And even in supermarkets, some supermarkets have closed off areas of luxury goods. Some supermarkets have denied people to buy sanitary products. They've denied people to buy children's clothes and baby clothes and baby bottles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Do you go out because you're not going to work at the moment, are you?
It's our week. It's the week. I booked this week off, but I'll be back in next week. It's supposed to be a 2-week lockdown, but schools are exempt from the lockdowns.
Talk about I saw that about Nottingham closing selling alcohol in supermarkets and things at 9 o'clock. So you'll be back at work next week then?
Yep, I'll be back at work on Tuesday.
And what do you do for your groceries then? Do you do online shopping?
No, we do this wonderful thing called go to the shop.
Okay. Oh, so you're not doing your online deliveries?
No, if Aldi's did online delivery, I would do it. If Aldi or Lidl's, but I don't think they do. So,
Do they not do delivery?
I don't think so.
No, I went to Aldi or Lidl, whichever. I still don't know which one I went to, and just because I saw they had Munster pumpkins, and I think half of Surrey decided to go to the same one I went to, and there was one till open
at the same time.
Yes, yeah, it was absolutely jam packed.
I'm gonna just nip and get some more alcohol. Bear with me a sec.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to be skedaddling. I've got an earlier weird room set in 9 o'clock meetings. Which means I'm going to have to actually be ready. Magic.
Oh, so you're all ready with your flaming pumpkin.
Yes, yep. I haven't checked because the rain was pretty heavy earlier. I haven't checked out what's happened to my spiders yet, but there's quite a few spiders out in the front garden.
Eh?
Yeah.
Or plastic ones.
Well, they're 2 meters in diameter.
Well, I fucking hope they're plastic if they're that big.
Yeah. Chris, I'm going to Foxtrot Oscar. Thanks, everyone.
Okie dokie. That sounds bad, doesn't it?
Thanks, everyone. See you again.
Catch you later.
Keep safe. Keep smiling. Wear a mask.
Watch 2 meter spiders.
Yeah. Catch up.
Adios. Ah. So there we go. I don't know where the host has gone. Now, mine. Has he gone off my screen? Has he gone anywhere? Oh, yeah. Frustrating this is. I can see it on my screen. I don't know where it's coming from. Well. Let's top up. So, anybody else bought this nest? I can reserve judgment until I've tried a couple of more builds and flavours and stuff in. Nope. No. I do wonder whether things will get better with it. I don't know. Like I said, built-in can be a bit of a faff. The flavour is pretty good, but where that extra flavour's coming from, I don't know. Bollocks, it is something. It's just, I have no idea where it's coming from. Absolutely no idea. There it is. My juicier. Bottle of juicier. Well, it's black lychee. So black currant lychee, but it does have some grape in it now as well. And it's cool. Yeah, it's a bit silly. I know. There was somebody who said that, you know, the clothes aisles are blocked off, but there's a foster couple that said, you know, we sometimes have children in to foster, you know, with like less than an hour's notice, and all they've got is the clothes on their back, literally. So they can't go out and buy anything. It is ridiculous, but I think things have been a bit more relaxed on these. It is very silly. It did end in the fuck that box. Well, like, I was enjoying it when I put my coil in it. Where's my coil? So I was playing about with coils, and this is my first go. So spiral with a centre pass back up through the middle. That did quite good. Nice flavour from it. No burning. But I don't know. Anybody with COVID I know? No. I don't know any one single person with COVID. And because no children can actually catch it, from what the government says, no children can catch it. It's an incredible disease that it knows the age of the person, that it's got it, and tries to get away from children or whatever. It is a bit ridiculous. And it was weird because they said that children are kind of almost immune to it, and children catching and transferring the disease was extremely, extremely low. And yet, the first thing that the police clamped down in Wales were groups of children. What's the word? Coming together and meeting, and that's the first thing they came down on. Very interesting. It is. If you're PM or president, it lasts a couple of days. It after 10 o'clock it disappears. It's amazing. It's an absolutely amazing disease, yeah. So you only hits the pubs after 10 o'clock. Yeah. Shocking. Absolutely ridiculous. I need to put some more juicy liquid in my tank. I need to drink some more beer. Some more cider even. Yeah, because you can be in Weatherspoons, and you can have a pint in Weatherspoons, and you can be risky. It can be risky if you have just a drink. You can be risky, but if you have a meal, if you have dinner, if you have chips and a pasty, you can't catch it. If you've got just a pasty, you're risking it. You're risking catching it if you just have a pasty and a pint. If you have chips with it, fine, you're sorted. As much as I like a Weatherspoons pint and a meal deal, the way they treat their staff, I hope they get wiped off the face of the earth. Because, yeah, the coronavirus has definitely brought the worst out of some people. And, yeah, hopefully Weatherspoons will be replaced by somebody else who cares about their employees. Well, the thing is, Noel, it's been dying for years, hasn't it? Let's be honest. The pubs have been dying for years.
This is Sparta!
Definitely. You know what? I think they've done quite well out of it. That reminds me of a really funny picture I saw recently. Let me find this. This was quite amazing. Christmas quarantine Barbie. No, that wasn't it. Why is it sorted properly? Sort by date. It's kind of annoying. Quick shower needed. Yeah, what flavour is good? I can't find it. Ah, yes, I can. Here we go. Let's add an image. Where's that gone now? Yeah, this is quite amusing. So this will be several years. This will be in several years' time. What do you think? The Caliburn was a decent unit though, wasn't it? Well, I wouldn't know about that, Gary. What's the other one? What other ones have we got? This one. A Christmas 2020 quarantine Barbie. And here's the funniest thing I've seen this week. So this is Tesco's nut milk. So I think they made a bit of a mistake designing it the way they did. This was definitely a Friday afternoon design meeting. But yeah, it's a funny old world. Lots of interesting news stories and newspapers as well, like this one. Man dies after falling into a giant coffee vat. His wife told reporters, "He didn't suffer, it was instant." noses. Boom. Oh, Sloan. What's the other story I saw? This one. How about this? Oh, this story. Founder of Dulux Paints found dead on mountaintop. A police spokesman said he could have done with another coat. And there's this one as well. And here's a classic. How we take for granted things like this. Hey ho. Well, not many deals this evening, but I have not been concentrating because I've been drinking. And I'm probably going to be drinking for a bit longer. Black Friday is around the corner. I did notice a prompt that I had from 3A, 3F, one of those 2C or whatever vape companies, reminded me that the Yeehee 10-year anniversary thing was still going. Can't remember if it was another company as well. It was a 101 was doing it. I did see this. I did see the T-Priv down in price. I did see the V-sticking VK530, I think it was, with the E530 in it, was down to 25. Although I do like this, the IPV, to be honest. I do like the IPV. Because it does seem a lot lighter. Because it is more plasticky than the proper one. It is. It is. Other than the fact that it isn't as customizable as this. The actual menu system, you can't access all the features and stuff like you can. Different chipset, blah blah blah. I think he locked it down a bit like the Cyanide was locked down. There's no firmware upgrades for it, no software updates, nothing for it. But, you know, I managed to set it with a pair of glasses on, and yeah, it works alright. Yeah, but I like to find a nice cheap DNA mod, a nice DNA 75, or a nice 250. A 250 that takes 21700s would be rather cool at the moment, but can't think of anything other than that Dove Poo thingamajig. A stab woolly pipe. That sounds very regal here seen. Well, I had a victory and it lasted like 12 hours. I was a bit gutted when I had it on a Sunday at the last expo and the blooming socket came out the top. There's my Thor. Thor is fine, but it's very picky on batteries. And the button is a bit sticky. So I need to unscrew it, because it does unscrew. Maybe it shouldn't, but it does unscrew. For easy cleaning, stroke access, stroke Y. It's odd because inside there is this blue foamy pad. That pops out of there. I could just do a bit of a clean, I think. Where does it fit? Is there a tram line? I don't know. Dual 21700, what was it? The Gaia. Gaia? Is it Gaia or Gaia? There we are. Back in it goes. And screw it in. Bear with me a second. The basket. dummy throw time. Let's go DNA chip. What's the only... I'm confused. What does a DNA chip? 21700 with a DNA 250 chip. I'm getting confused. Now, I don't think I have a dual 21700 mod that's still alive. I do have the Sigali one, which had died. I think that, well, that might have been 2700. Okay, so I don't know, I need to get some of my batteries in cycling somehow. But then again, I've got some decent-ish bits of kit, I suppose, you know. Do you know what? I completely forgot about this thing. But I think there's a reason for that. The fact that you've only got to bump it and it restarts. That's such a design flaw. Basically, they need to sort out their springs and contacts. Come on, listen. Yeah, it pants. This is the Brunhild that, you know, you think tidy, but you give it a little bit of a shake or bump and you soon know it doesn't want to behave. If you look up disappointment, yeah, quite disappointing. But yeah, it's good because it's a week off and I've got no work tomorrow. Ha ha ha. Do they restart as well, Hursine? Well, if I can get, if the weather's okay, But like I said, the weather's supposed to be crap until Tuesday. Next Tuesday, not going back in time. It's a shed, not a time machine. It's a shed, not a TARDIS. Not at the moment, because basically in my shed I had a Meraki switch and Wi-Fi point, and Cisco Meraki decided that they wanted me to pay for a license to run their software, which I never used really anyway. So I just got to put a dumb switch up there now. Hopefully, because the camera is a bit dodgy, I can get reset and restart.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I am all out of gum. Damn, I'm looking good.
Is it that bad? You always want a Minikin 2 in white. You are weird, Tatty man. Do you know what? I've lost somewhere. Somewhere I have lost one of my what do they call them? Lunas. No idea where. The property ping.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Who can say where the road goes?
What made you think of it? That's a horrible idea. The Minikin. Who would want a Minikin other than like a Kodama type version? Stabwood. I would love I'd love a Kodama one of these though. Because I do have this one, and I do have a blue one. I do have a black one. And this one's kind of dead, and I don't know where the blue one is. This is the one that's lasted as longest. I think I paid like 20 quid for this one second hand quite a while ago. That's really sad.
Oh, friend! Oh, new friend! Oh, friend! Please be my friend! Oh, friend!
No. Isegwan, stops you buying things, isn't it, I suppose? That's the sound of my wallet when there's a week where Sloan doesn't put any deals. Anyway. Normally it's like this. She does. I'm still waiting for her to come on. No, I've asked her. She's come up with some excuse, but I have. Even if she comes on, there's a 5-minute blast. You know, it would be cool. No, that's that sound effect there. That's on there for yeah, countdown clock. That's on there for Tetley Man. Yeah, that's his theme for Making Love. 30 seconds, quick, ready now, countdown. Wipe it down now. Wagon is big enough for one more. You said you'd come on when you moved, yes. Oh, come on, lockdown doesn't stop you coming on, does it? Let's be honest. You're not going to catch anything from us online. Well, maybe her scene, but in general, you should be okay. You should be fairly safe. Although, yeah, you could be right with her scene. Yes. Wasn't good, Tetley. Should get a warning. Headphones. You can't ban me from my own channel. That would be quite sad, though, wouldn't it? Okay, so where does this soundbite come from? Anybody know? Pardon? The whole tune. Whoa. Sloan knows where it's from. The thing is, I've got to find more and more and more. See, this is Sloan when she comes into the room.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
That's Sloan. That's Sloan's theme tune. When I see Sloan appear in the room, that's what I'm going to play from now on.
Here we go. Money talk.
Definitely. 100%. That is going to be played. Who's seen us? More this old house. Oh, really? Oh, you know when you bought your house? Was there a case of this when you bought your house?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yeah, there goes the money, Gary. I suppose so. Where's that? I don't know. You know when I go in my wallet and I see money, obviously there's nothing in there at the moment because Hercina's my business card. If I find money in it, it's like
Surprise, motherfucker.
shock, horror, more. You've had a great deal on your house. It just had more layers than we thought. Oh, more layers. So your house is like an onion. Every time you peel back a layer, it makes you cry. I get you.
My name is Jeff.
Oh. Okay, so despite this being nice and moist on the outside, center is very dry. And I just had a dry hit from the mesh, and it's not nice. So I don't think I should have had a dry hit this early, because it still should be quite moist. Well, at least it's not Liverpool, because it would be up on bricks as well. I don't know why this flavour on this. It's frustrating. I have no idea where it's coming from. Hercine, you deserve one of these. I'm just wondering when the housewarming is going to be. By the time she's got to finish the housewarming, she'll be moving to somewhere else. Welcome back, Bambi. Telly man, I have a deal for you. Well, it's more a tip than a deal. Okay. Find your wallet. Okay. And close it and keep it closed. Yeah, there we are. That is my wallet, by the way. That is my Daily Vape TV sticker wallet. Don't tell Nick I'm a, fan. Yeah, keep it closed. Just 1 week, and you will save lots of money. What do I think of vape shows? And now I find they're getting too gimmicky with too many intros for everything, like it's like watching Cartoon Network. I don't know. I like watching Grim Greens. I like watching Three Men in a Vape Show. I like watching I like watching Devil Vapor. I mean, if I like them, I subscribe. So I like Devil Vapor, so I subscribe. I like the UK Vape Show, so I subscribe. Join, pay membership, doodah. Basically, with Vic's channel, I like, right, you can agree with me or you can disagree with me. I preferred Vic's old style of reviews. I think the same thing happened when Daniel DJ LSB moved from Portugal to the US. His videos went too clean and too clinical and too, I think Vic is moving the same way. That's my personal opinion. I prefer the slightly rough-edged reviews that Daniel and Vic used to put out. Who else preferred the old style reviews? Yeah, well, who has seen prefer the old style? Oh, well, I do. Not watched review in a long time. Do you know what? I haven't really looked. I haven't looked at what's coming out. I'll go back and look. I'll go back and look for reviews of stuff, because I'll wait and I'll see something on offer which is like 2 years old, and I'll go and look at reviews to see what people thought of it back then. And then if I like it, I'll buy it. You watch more e-liquid DIY shows now than you do vape shows. Last drama. Oh, okay. I haven't watched any. But yeah, some things have changed with certain shows, certain people. I need another drink. Are there any other shows on tonight? I don't know. I miss Vapors TV. I miss VapeOn.tv. That was years ago. When I used to do 3 or 4 14-hour casts a week. Joy. Having shows in one spot was, yeah, it was. But then again, I've still got, yeah, really, Tetley Man, I told you last week where he is. Go and stalk him. I still do have a VUKN channel. I have wondered whether to broadcast on that channel rather than this one. But whether people would go, oh no. It would probably freak a couple of people out as well. Alright guys. Fat vapor, yeah. You're right. It used to be good where you could go on one channel, you'd have show after show after show after show. You wouldn't have to go from one channel to another to another to another. Oh, that would be really trolly, Tetley. God, I'm not that trolly. Man, that is super trolly. There is. But you know where the real push went. The real reason why networks died is because people wanted to chase the subscriber numbers. People just wanted to get the extra numbers on their channel. I never bothered about that. I was broadcast on X, Y, and Z network on different days, and it didn't bother me at all. But oh, I couldn't do that. That would be horrible, Tetley. No, because there is no money in there is no money in this Bambi. And do you know what? I could show you Les who ran a VUKN always said that there was no monetization. There was monetization. I have no idea where the money's gone. I don't think it was a lot anyway, so it's not a big loss. But there was this big thought, there's a big pursuit of grandeur where people thought that people made actual money. Let me. I don't know whether I can check without. Of course, I can't. It was literally a couple of quid a week, if that. A week, maybe a month. It was literally pennies. It still is literally pennies. when you've got people like Vic doesn't make much on his videos at all because most of them are not monetized. The money Vic gets is from his membership, members of Patreon and YouTube and so on. That's where the money is. It isn't from the actual channels anymore. So there's less of a need for individual channels these days because there's no monetization. But the monetization is only given out through having a channel and membership to that channel. Otherwise, you can't distinguish whose money and memberships coming from where. Now, say for example, we went back in time and we had VUKN up running again. If VUKN was running and we had the same shows, there would doubtlessly be some greedy individuals who would want a larger cut of the pie from membership donations per se. There would be. That would be it. It is that simple. But like I said, the good thing is that by having them split onto separate channels, then you do have the case of, well, everybody gets what they deserve and what they earn. So there we go. It is a shame that people don't just have like a pop-up channel, you know. So like I like seeing Vic do random daytime shows on Facebook and stuff, and that's fun. Be nice if people just threw up a show on, you know, randomly on VUK, and that would be cool. No. I don't say my opinions on TVP. You know, as much as I went to defend is when he came out with his when the FP came out and he defended it and he took the piss out of me. That was the point. I just said fuck you. The networks were good for getting the newbies to start off with, yeah. That is a thought, actually. The problem is there's got to be a certain level of clarity for, you know, newbies and so on. The big thing with VUK was if there was a newcaster and the newcaster went on, there's no way of cutting. There's no way of once a stream has started, there's no way of cutting or stopping a stream. Even if you had a stream with identical login details, you cannot stop that stream from going. That's the big issue. That's one thing that networks, people running networks had to be wary of. Hence, there is quite a bit of work between, like, when one show finishes and the next show starts, or the changeover between links, stream videos, splash screens, descriptions. That is a faff, and it is a full-time job doing that. But when you also bring into it the fact that even when you do this, if somebody decides they want to cast longer than they want, or fall asleep, or whatever, or put something wrong on the screen that they shouldn't, then there's no way of stopping a stream. There's no red button you can press to stop a stream. No, it's yeah, they've lead pipe and Higgies have kind of stopped. Yeah, and that was odd because my monitor went off. Is it the ghost? Am I still streaming? Am I still streaming? That is a good question. Yes, I am. I do. And do you know what? I've messaged, Getaway Gary. I've messaged David this week and said, like, we talk politics and we talk random stuff. Yeah, we need the Higgies. We need them back to do stuff. And even when things fell apart with the Higgies, they did say, you know, if I move from VUKN to something else, they'll come. I always know they will. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, my knees. My knees wet then. TOS imploded, basically, I think. There were arguments and stuff. There's my friend Al K-Hall. My phone has been making some really weird noises recently. No, Vapes TV would never sell. Very sad. I must have missed that episode, Tetley Man. Although I do remember helicoptering on David's show. Okay. I don't think Jen will appreciate that. Anyway, biscuits. Biscuits are needed. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of the election recently. It is good fun. There's some weird things happening in American politics, aren't there? And that's the thing. When it comes to networks, you've got to be careful, because anything that one person does on the network doesn't just affect them; it affects everybody else on there. So that's the responsibility of running a network. I can remember the day. Oh gosh, the day that Stickcam closed. The day that Stickcam closed was such a funny, amazing day. Stickcam is a really good platform. Do you know where you were when Stickcam closed? Probably a lot of you didn't even know that it existed. Stickcam. I wonder if it's still owned by somebody. Stickcam is not available. Stickcam.tech. Stickcam.co.uk is worth £4,000. Stickcam.com. Stick cam red. Thing is, there's so many top level domains these days. Stickcam.biz is £190. Stickcam.com is taken. We still might be able to get it for you. See how. Broker service fee is £49. Wow. I bet that's worth a fortune. The gorilla suit. It wasn't me, was it? It wasn't me in one of my onesies. Oh, really, Gary? You said he was young. I didn't always have grey hair. You look back. You look back. You'll see. Yeah, definitely. Now, I did change the logos and stuff. Let's have a look at the playlists. That goes back quite a way. Let's have a look. There's a show with a holster on it. This could have been the hoster's first show. Hello, hello, hello. Even all. Let's have a look at this, shall I? Give me a minute. Let's get this up.
So, how is everybody out there? Hopefully you've got the alerts out. So what do you think of these? Interesting? Boring? So, they've been called a fad. So, interestingly enough,
What do you think they're
28th
talking
of this
about?
month, just gone. 28th of March.
What do you
one of the
think they're talking about?
politicians on Easter break called vaping a fad. So anyway, we'll look at that a bit later. I'm pretty much sure that it's not a fad. And yeah. So, not a fad. Not a fad at all. Hopefully my sound's all okay. I sound a little bit loud to myself, but that could just be me. How is everybody? A couple of different things I'm going to do today. We're going to check up back in with the holster, see how he's going on. I'm going to not struggle as much with my eye, but I am parched, so I'm going to have to pop and get a drink pretty soon. And on top of that, I'm going to do a battery rewrap of some of the batteries I've got. And we're going to talk some politics. Not my strongest point, but I've got some really interesting stuff for you to check up on. You might have done it already, maybe not, but it's going to be there for you to look into. It's information that I didn't realise is so easily accessible. But yeah, we'll get onto that in a little bit. So, evening all. Don't forget, in the YouTube, if you want to check in with the chat on the replays, you can do so now on the replay chat, and also change it from the top chat up there. Change it from top chat to live chat, and you'll see all the messages coming through, in case you're missing some. So, there. As you go. I'm going to bring on the holster, if I can make some space on my desktop. None of these are big, it's just I need to rearrange things. Okay. And where are we? Here we go. Oh, that was a smooth transition there. How's things, Chris?
Evening.
Holster is looking
Evening
younger
all.
there.
I'm going to turn this music down again if I can.
Oh my goodness
Just-
me.
At my age, it's hard to see the volume controls on this sort of thing. That should be really mellow in the background. So, how are things? Evening to everybody in chat. Evening, Zan.
You can
there.
see what
Zan's
locked
hovering,
everything
keeping
to
an eye
us.
on, chat, spamming the links. Love having people like that in the room. And we've got the usual crew. So we've got Steve, Colin, Michelle, Mark, Village Vapor, Colin again. Everybody who says hello, everybody, you know, the usual stuff. So I am parched, you can hear it in my voice. I sound like I've been eating gravel. I didn't get up until midday today because I was absolutely zonked. I was ill yesterday. I wasn't too good today, but, you know, struggle on and show must go on, and I'll be back in work tomorrow. I would say fighting fit, but, you know. Any road. How's things been this week?
That question's to me, Chris.
That question's to you.
I think I wish I'd done this years ago.
That good, is it?
Yeah, except for one thing.
Is it me messaging you every day? No?
Pardon?
Not me messaging you every day.
Yeah. No, I've really noticed just how much smokers stink.
They do.
Yeah.
Is that just generally being around them, or when they're having a smoke, or?
I'm sure I never used to smell like that.
Well, unfortunately, guess what? You're probably exactly the same.
Yeah, it's no, I hear that you're meant to get your taste back and and things like that. But oops, you just see my tablecloth.
We thought that's Postman Pat's picnic basket under there then.
Yeah, I think it's been very easy sticking with the vaping. I certainly don't miss smoking.
So how are things like gone with? You had a couple of teething problems, one with the leaking and overfilling and stuff. Are you got used to that now, or is it still happening a little bit? Or
I still think I'm pretty clumsy.
or getting it in the wrong hole, or
I think that's kind of the first one.
so and you've been going through your flavours. So tell us how they've been going on.
I knew that. Interesting days back then, isn't it? Very interesting days. Who's muted? I'm not muted. I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, the show must go on, even without sound. Anyway, I think there would be a heart attack if I put a show up on the other channel. So I won't. I'll just appear. Anyway, it is that time where I will call it a night at 1 o'clock. I've waffled on an extra hour. I've got some I've got some extra alcohol to drink. Oh. I've got some biscuits, and I've got some news to read. So, that means it's that time. So, till next week, adios and good night.